Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Wishing you each and everyone a happy Independence Day. I hope you guys are staying safe. In today's topic, I'm going to pick up another interesting one. How do you take over an already started project? Let's debate. Yes, you got it right. How do you take over an already started project? Most of us are having the similar question. We as a project manager, we always come across this, isn't it? Consider that for a moment. You have recently been asked to take over an existing project, or maybe your handover did not go as planned. The previous project manager may have moved to other company or some various reasons, and you have been assigned that project as a part of a reorganization of their internal resources. It's also possible that they might left the company, right? So in any case, you have assembled a team which are waiting for you to tell us what to do. So they're waiting for your instructions. And the sponsor wants to know that you are in charge of everything. Everyone looking at you. And you are gazing at a system clocked with the project documents and communication that has been already bumped in your emails. How do we handle this? What is an approach that we should figure out? What you do next? First of all, let me tell you, so don't be scared. Let me help you with my views on this. There are certain aspects you need to be consider and take a full control on this, and ask certain information that will help you to understand how do we run and manage this existing program. 1. Double check your position. When I say position, your role, yes. Because what happened, right? When you say create, if I wanted to create a new project managers, you got to have some authority over the complete project to begin with. So is this project assigned to any project manager in a program? Or what authority does this project charter offer if that is the case? So be clear on roles and responsibility, very important step. If it is not defined somewhere, if it is not written somewhere, I think it will help you to guarantee that all stakeholders are considered and that our escalation channels are very clear in event of any problems. So you are very clear on that it's not going to work. So speak with sponsor or your reporting manager if something is not clear. So be clear on what is your role. And 2, again I am repeating on vision. So I have shared my thoughts around how do we handle vision in my previous episodes. So is there any vision statement that defines what is my desired future state for this program? It is fine if you don't have at a high level plan, but you can just get that how does it looks like, at least have that in place. Also understand what is this project all about, what goals it has been set by the senior management, and speak to the project sponsor and sit with him and conduct a workshop. Understand complete clarity for all your questions, right? So even though if they know that it has been never documented, it's okay. I think you can start as a plain, and there is no need for lengthy meetings if everyone are aware of what is this vision all about. So be clear on what is the project vision. And 3, it's about the project plan. So always ask what is the current project plan which has been done by the ex-project manager. Is there any high-level project plan? So there is a chance you will come, sometimes asking for what is a project plan, right? It's not like, sometimes it's typically few colored box on an Excel spreadsheet that, which month and what quarter we are working on each of the phase of the project with, important milestones in a different colors. Review the plan and sit with your team and see, how far we are aligned with that, existing project plan. Even including with your sponsor also, sit with him, make a meeting with him and see how you can understand the project plan. And 4, it's about RACI. what is your roles and responsibilities, including your governance structure. Is there a system of governance in place? And who is the person who is funding this project? And what is the timelines for reporting? And how does the internal sign-offs happens? If there are not any, I think you should be very concerned about it. And speak to the sponsor and make him aware of it, and always highlight to him. 5. It's about budgeting. Again, you need to be very clear, is the budget in place? Sometimes because you need to spend a lot of time to understand what you do with it, how much has already been spent. So you need to spend some day to understand, review, how much has been allocated and versus how much has been spent. I think take some time and review the budget reports. 6. It's about your team. Do I know my team? It may be internal or external people. Who are the people in the part of this program? And how many hours each of those employees are working on this project? So it will help you to plan much effectively if you know who are your contractors, suppliers, your internal team members or vendors, right? So be clear and know your team. 7. It's about knowing entirely big picture. It's a bird's eye view. What role does this project, if it went to live, will it play an important role in terms of company overall strategy? Will it bring some value add to the table? Is it the CEO's top priority? If not, I think you should at least know where you stand when it comes to your resource competition. So sit with your sponsor and make him understand, and you understand also what is the current journey of overall a big picture versus what has been defined in the strategy. 8. It's about communication plan. We as a project manager, we publish weekly, monthly a status report of how much has been completed, right? So it has also the risks associated to every plan. So I think you should be top of it. The last one, I think you need to have all the end-to-end documents. I mean, anything related to the project. See, what you can ask with your friends or your colleagues. It's all your fundamental tactics to get what has been done, what has not been done. So keep all the documents which is specific to this complete end-to-end program. To conclude my final thoughts around this, yes, everyone will go through this scenario. You now have a clear understanding of your role, and you are aware of what aspects of this projects are in good working shape, which are in a bit of a problematic state. You can concentrate on your efforts on putting together with a good plan and keep that governance structure and see how you can deal with the existing budget. And these are the very important aspects for you to take a note of it. Involve your team. You should be open enough to ask certain questions and be honest about what you're doing and why, and keep your sponsor or stakeholders up to date. Remember one thing above all, never blame the previous project manager or team for the current state of affairs. At the time, they're probably doing the best what they could. It's okay, it happens. So it is an opportunity for you to sharpen your axe. Good luck. You will soon have the new project under control. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks for listening, and thank you.